Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dainty Seamstress. It's bright and early this morning and I wanted to talk to you about these little things right here. Have you ever been to the store, maybe the sewing store, craft store, dollar store, Walmart, in the sewing section, crafting section, and you've seen these little things? These are tomato pin cushions. This is the most common pin cushion that you can find in the store. They're really inexpensive. You can also find them at Walgreens, I saw, CVS. But they're these little figures. They're made out of fabric. They have stuffing on the inside. Most of them are stuffed with like sawdust and cotton. And then they have this little kind of baby tomato that's attached to it, and it has, if you squeeze it, there's sand on the inside. Emery. So I wanted to tell you, if you didn't know, I know that you can see this, but sometimes you see things and you really can't perceive exactly what it is if you don't know. If you're not into sewing, you might not know what's going on here. But these are pin cushions and they hold needles and pins, so you have somewhere to put them so you're not endangering yourself or others. Now I can't say that having these will keep you from getting stabbed in the foot, because pins tend to roll and fall on the floor, and if you have carpet like I do, sometimes it's not as easy to see them. So I've had many needles in my foot, and unfortunately so have some of my family members. But yes, so you just take your needles or your pins and this little tomato here, if you feel it, you poke the needle in there, or your pen, and when you're doing this, it's sharpening the tips of the needles. So if you have any dull needles, sewing needles, or pins, you just do that, and then you test it and see if it's sharp enough. So that's the function of the pin cushion. I have a little story that my mom told me about her encounter with pin cushions when she was a child living at my great-grandmother's house. So she told me that she would always see my great-grandmother and her daughters sewing. She saw these things and wanted to know why the little tomato had this on it. She said she saw that there were pins in it. That's cool, but she didn't know what this was about. So when they were away, they weren't around, she went over and she was looking at the little tomato and stuff, and she bit down on the little one and felt that there was something like sand on the inside, and she really was more confused about it. And so she just bit it off, which these are really easy to come off, as you can see here. This one is missing one, and I believe I pulled it off of there on accident. But yeah, so she said that she bit down and she pulled it off and just set it next to the tomato and left. And when she told me the story, I was laughing because it's really funny. It's really funny. The curiosity of children and the things that they do. She told me that she never told anybody about it, but this year she told my great-grandmother that she had bit the little tomato off, and my great-grandmother was like, she didn't even realize it was gone. She didn't really know at the time what it was for, what the use was for it. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it was okay, you know. I hope you enjoyed that cute little story, and I want you to know that I did inform them of what the use of the little tomato was, and they were intrigued a little bit. And I hope that was informative for you as well. And if you would like a pin cushion tutorial, I'll whip up something easy with something really cute. You know how I like to do it. Really cute, really sweet. So if you want that, let me know in the comments. You can comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the very next video. God bless.